Hello everyone, welcome to Google Docs tutorial part 2. In today's lesson, we're going to learn more features about Google Docs. We're going to start by shortcut of creating a new document. This is really good feature and very easy to do. Simply click on the search bar and type docs.new. And it will directly create you a new document. Like this, you can directly create a new document just entering docs.new. I will just simply press this docs home icon to come back to our documents. And now here we're going to learn how to use template. Simply, when you come to the docs home, you will see in upper here, you will see a start a new document tab. And here are a few type of templates. You can see there's few recommended types of template. If you press template gallery, general, you can see every document template available right now. Let me choose the one I really like. I choose this newsletter template. And now, you can edit this template to create your own document, such as I will name my company GLTC Google Docs. Days February 2, 2019, 2025. Like this, I will just enter this simply. And then I will just change this text about Google Docs. And then here, oh, like this, I've edited as much as I want now, so I really love it. Okay, this is good. And sometimes you really want to see what you've edited before and go to that part. You can simply do that by using version history feature. This allows you to access and restore versions of the document. Simply go to File, Version History, press See Version History. At this middle, you can see the edits that has been done. At the right, you have timeline of the version history. If you press on it, you can simply go to that timeline. And if more than one people, such as your collaborators, is working and they have edited, you can see that their names also appear in the version. And when you scroll down, you can also see the changes they've made. When you hover over the highlighted text, you can see the name of the person who edited it. That's great! And also, sometimes you will see this drop down arrow beside the date. When you press this, you can see more specific timeline, such as what has been edited at this time, like that. I really like the document before my collaborator has edited. I'll just simply press this, the timeline that he hasn't edited, and press restore this version. Press restore to restore. And you'll see that the document is back to the timeline I've selected. Also, when you go back to the timeline, version history, you can simply hover over, click, and change the name of the timeline, such as before collaborator edit. Like this, you'll see that the name change also here. Here you can directly print out, zoom in and zoom out, and at the right you can see how many edits has been done. By pressing this previous edit and next edit, you can see which edit has been done. Also in the drop down button here, you can select from all versions and named versions. All versions means this like my renamed version and the date versions, while named versions will only allow the ones with the change in name. I'll just select all version, and when you click this three dot button, you can rename, remove name, and make a copy. If you press remove name, the name will be deleted, which means it will be back to date. I'll just change it back to before edit. Collab. And this make a copy allows you to create a copy of the version. You can rename this. Make a copy. And you'll see a new document has been created based on this, which means it's not in the same timeline now. It's totally different document. Close this. I will just exit by pressing this back button. And now I'm going to tell you about some advanced document features. First of all, we're going to learn how to email the document as an attachment. This allows you to send this document as an email. Just simply press File, and then Email, and you can press Email this file. Here you can choose if you want to send yourself a copy or not. Who are you going to send it to? The subject or the title, and the message you want to include in the email. And next is file type. You can choose between PDF, RTF, Open Document, HTML, Microsoft Word, and plain text. I'll just simply use PDF. I will send it to myself. Subject as GLTC Google Docs tutorial. Message I write, read carefully, and record a video. Press send, and when you go to your Gmail, you'll see that the email has arrived. Simply press on it, and you'll see the name, the email address, and the attachment, newsletter. And there's attachment right here as a PDF file as I selected. I really love it. I'll come back, pressing X, exit. And next we're going to learn about how to use voice typing. This is really great feature which allows you to type with your voice, with your speech, without typing with a keyboard. I really love this feature. Let's try. Simply just create a space to write. Enable voice typing from tools, and you'll see voice typing. You can drag it to move it around. Choose the language you want. And then you can just simply click this microphone icon to speak. Hello everyone, welcome. In this lesson, we are going to learn about how to use voice typing in Google Docs, which is really good feature that allows you to type without typing the keyboard. This really makes me comfortable. I can just speak And this just types. You can use this feature. This is really amazing. Thank you. Press this again to stop. I made some mistake here. I'll delete this mistake. Okay, that's good. A more advanced way of using this can be, hello everyone, welcome to the lesson. We're going to learn about how to use like advanced feature of this voice type. The first one is full stop, which simply allows you to add a full stop during your speech. And the next is creating a new line. When you just speak new line, it will directly create a new line under the line below your writing. Let me say it. New line. And as you see, it created a new line, same as enter. Let me speak something weird. A, B, C, D, F, E, S, T. Oh, I made a mistake during the alphabets. In this case, you can do this by speaking delete, delete, delete. And as you saw, it allows you to edit without even entering the keyboard. I really love this feature. To close it, you can just simply press on this X. And next feature we're going to learn is translating the document. Sometimes when you're working with your co-operator, the language you use may be different, such as I speak Korean while you speak English or Urdu. You can simply translate this by going to Tools and then Translate Document. And here you can create a new document title. I will just say Korean and maybe French. I'll choose a language. French. Press translate. And it will create a copy of your document and translate everything into French. Let me see. Everything has been edited very well. I really love it. Let's go back. Let me try one more thing. Tools, translate document, Korean newsletter. Translate. I really love this feature. Let's come back. You can use this when you're working in different languages. And now we're going to learn about page setup, which allows you to adjust orientation, margins, and paper size. To do this, simply go to File, and then choose Page Setup. And you'll see two options, Pages and Pageless. In this lesson, we're going to only talk about pages. Here, you can choose where to apply this setup. You can choose between selected contents or whole document. We're going to continue with the whole document. And next is orientation. You should choose between portrait and landscape. Portrait will make your document vertical, like this right now, while landscape will make it horizontal. I'm fine with the portrait, so I'll continue with the portrait. And you can choose the paper size. There's a lots of paper size, but I'm going to use A4. Next is page color, which will allow you to choose the background page color. I think white is enough, but if you want another colors, you can use it. Margins. You can also choose margins, which you can edit where the text will start and end. So it's basically the safety line. I think the top and bottom is 1.02 is okay. For the left and right, I'll continue with 1.72. Copy and paste for everything. And now, if you're fine with this, you can press OK. When you don't like it and you like the before one, you can just simply press cancel. And if you like the page setup to be default, you can just simply press set as default. I love this page setup, so I'll continue with the OK. You'll see that there's a slight change. I will show you one more time. In this time, landscape. Page setup, landscape. You'll see that it is horizontally arranged. I'm going to continue with that before. So in this case, I will use version history to go back. Like this. You can use the feature I taught you before. And next, we're going to learn how to export. To export this, simply go to File, Download, and then choose the format you want. You can choose between docs, ODT, RTF, PDF, TXT, HTML or zipped, EPUB, and MD. I'm fine with the Microsoft, so I'll use this, and you'll see it has been downloaded. Let's see. As you see, it has been well exported. I really like it. Let's exit and let us try with the PDF now. Go to File, Download, PDF. Let me see it. As you see, it's well exported again. Close it. And next, we're going to learn about spell check. In this Google Docs, when you have misspelled a word, this Google Docs will tell you which is wrong and how to correct it. Let me write a simple sentence. As you see, when the misspelled words are there, it will be underlined in red wave. And when you click on it, you can see how to fix it. Spelling suggestions. You can click to change, X to ignore, feedback, and press this more option. You can also press always correct to hello. Whenever you misspelled as a bellow, it will directly convert it to hello. And when you press add to personal dictionary, it will create your own personal dictionary and it won't be marked as wrong. And when you press spelling and grammar check, you can check this again. Like this. It will appear right here, spelling and grammar, change the bellow to hello. Press accept this. It will directly take you to the next one, but we are going to close it. Now click on it again, press everyone. This are, and let me change this by myself, going. And I like this, so I will use add to personal dictionary. And it will say going, add it to your personal dictionary. And whenever you write going, it won't be marked as wrong. Also, sometimes when you're writing, you'll see that sometimes it automatically corrects yours. This only works when there's a little misspelled word, like a single spelling mistake. Like this. And there's another feature of this Google Docs, autocomplete. Like this, when there's like repeating paragraph like this, In a gray word, it will suggest you what to write next. If you like this, you can press Tab to directly write it at once. It's really good feature that directly completes your writing. And next, we're going to learn how to use tabs. In Google Docs, when you look at the left, you'll see something called Document tabs. And under Document tabs, there are lots of sub-tabs such as Google Docs, About Google Docs, How to use it, Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. And this is created when you're using measure type of text, title or heading. Title will be just like this, and this will be heading. So, this is really good feature, but when you press on it, it will directly lead you to that specific title, like this. And let's start by creating that. From here, let me type conclusion. And at first, it won't appear here, but to make it appear, select it, normal text or text type, and I'll change it to title, apply title. And you'll see that conclusion appears in the tab. And let me create a subtitle, word, author, and then I will apply heading 1, and it will appear here, like this. And you can also create a different tab by hitting on plus or going to insert and then tab. There's the third way, shift and then F11. Like this, you can create a new tab and you can explore those tabs one by one. You can click on it to move different tabs. There are different tabs, so like if I write here hello, hi, bonjour, it will appear all different from all the tabs, like this. And you can press this 3-dot icon beside it, tab options, to see more things. And you can simply press on add subtab to add a new tab under this tab. And you can also press delete to delete it. And you can also press duplicate the tab. The same thing will appear. Delete this again. Rename to rename the tab. I'll name this tab hello. Let me change this to newsletter then. Hi. Then bonjour. This is pretty enough. Okay, tab option again. And then you can also press choose emoji to choose emoji to represent this tab. Let me try this one, and it'll appear like this. There's another way of doing this too, renaming and emoji. Just for renaming, just double click, rename, and when you're double clicked, simply press on this choose emoji icon, choose emoji. Really simple. Let me try to another ones. Like this, it appears very cute. And the next is copy link. When you copy the link and paste it, you'll be directed to that specific document. And next is hide and show outline. When you've selected the tab with multiple headings, you can just simply press hide outline to hide those headings and show outline to show these headings. Or you can just more simple way, click on it to hide and show. And next is move down. When you press this move down, this will be directed down below it, and when you press move up, you can move it back. Next is move into. When you hover over move into, you'll see the other tabs you have. When you press hello, it will be moved under the hello tab. Like this, you can also press this and go to under the hello. Maybe this one under hi. Like this, when you have multiple things, you can press this collapse of tabs to close this. Let's go back to our newsletter tab. And when you're working with these long documents, you may say, I don't like the space between margins, and you want to fill that with other things. Like you want step 2 to be here, and step 1 to be at the left. To do this, just simply select the text you want to, press Format, Columns, and you can choose the type of columns you want. 1 line, 2 line, or 3 line. I want this 2 line, so I'll press on 2 lines, and you'll see that this 2 appears like this. I really like it. Let me try with this thing again. Let me this time maybe 3 columns, 3 like this. And next, let's try this columns, and then press more options. And here you can customize your own column. How many columns will there be? The spacing between it. Let me try 0.5. And you can also choose, will there be line between columns or not? I want there's a separation, so I'll check this and press apply. And you'll see that the line appears and there's total 3. And next, I'm going to tell you a really special things that you can't find on your keyboard, such as copyright and trademark. You can simply do that by going to Insert and press Special Characters. And you'll see this new tab appears, and you can choose the ones you like by scrolling down and finding it, or simply click on this search and then search for copyright. And you'll see that copyright appears. Click on it to use it. You'll see that it appears right here. How about trademark? You'll see that trademark appears. Click on it to use it. Let's delete this and learn how to use filters. In filters, you can choose categories you want, symbols, and the type of things you want, such as arrows, spotlight, control picture, currency. And then let us try game pieces. And you'll see that there's lots of game pieces will appear. Let me try this Joker card. Like this. You can simply create this. And the next is similar, but this is the thing you cannot find in your keyboard too. By going to Insert again, and then press Equations, and you'll be able to create an equation. To start, just simply type any number, like 8, and then press New Equation, and it'll give you an option to write the symbol, such as great letters, miscellaneous operations, relations, math operations, and arrows. Let me try by using these math operations, such as a over b fraction. And then I'll write here 1 over 2. 1 over 2. I like it. And even without the number, you can directly start a new equation. Like this. This will be great when you're creating a document related to the math. So now we've completed our Google Docs and we're going to review what we have learned. So, we learned how to create a new document by pressing blank document or using a template, and for last, a shortcut docs.new. And then we learn how to write your text, and then we also learn how to format the text, such as the text type, text font, text size, bold, italic, underline, and then text color, highlight color, hyperlink, uploading image, alignment, line spacing, checklist, bullet list, sub-bullet, numbering the list, inserting tables, inserting drawing. We learned how to draw. We learned how to format the shape. We learned how to page break by pressing Ctrl Enter. We learned how to work with headers and footers. We learned how to check our spelling and grammar. We learned how to use voice typing. And we also learned how to use voice typing. And then we learned how to translate document. And then we learned how to share your document. We learned how to use find and replace by pressing Ctrl H and then finding. We learned what is the difference between replace and replace all. We'll learn how to use page setup by going to File and Page Setup. We'll learn what is the landscape and portrait. We'll learn how to adjust the column. We'll learn how to add comments. and we also learn how to suggest the edit. We learn how to accept and decline the edits, and we learn how to use special characters. We learn how to use mathematical equations. That wraps up our complete Google Docs tutorial. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today, and see you in the next video, which will be Google Sheet. Thank you.